Hey everyone, Luke here from Spooky Pinball. I am not recording from my home arcade. This time I am actually recording at Spooky Pinball. It's 7 o'clock on a Wednesday, so everyone else has gone home, but I'm here and had a request to show how to adjust the ramp diverters. So I'm going to do that on this Halloween here. I purposely moved it into an incorrect position, and we're going to go over how to get it into that correct position. So I'm going to reverse my camera and we'll get started. All right, the first thing we need to do to accomplish this is to make sure we're looking at where the correct position is. So to do that, you're going to need to go in your test menu. To get in your test menu, that's these buttons on the inside of our coin door. So hitting the green one is going to enter the menu. These two cycle through. This is always enter, this is always exit. So what we want to go into is servo test. And then I always go to open diverter to flippers. But I'm just going to go to a different one real quick. We're going to go to open diverters to ramp make, move it one way. So we're just going to see that that moved. So ramp make, that probably is not going to have any issues, but we're going to have issues the other way. So let's take a look back. All right. Open diverter to flippers. So this is the one I usually do set them to. So once I do that, all right, we see that there is a problem. If the ball is trying to get up into this diverter, it's going to end up most of the time running into this diverter and probably falling back down that ramp or getting caught between our, I can't remember what they call this, memory metal, but basically this metal that flap that prevents the ball from going back down. So anyway, first things first, before we get to that step, we do have to take off one plastic, our upper playfield plastic. So you'll need a driver of some type to accomplish that. I still am holding onto those, which I'll have to set in my pocket so we can accomplish the other part. The next thing you're going to do when we're adjusting our diverters, there's going to be a screw, and that screw is going to be in this lower hole right here, okay? That's the only screw you need to take out to adjust our diverters, so I did that already. So I'm just going to leave that on my magnet. And then all I have to do is kind of pull that off. Sometimes they're a little bit, a little bit stuck down a little bit. And you notice there's a gear system on there. So you only have so many options for putting these in. But what we generally want to do, my goal is to kind of aim it pretty much directly at this post right here. So that gives room for the ball to come in and travel down. Okay, we're just going to put it in there for now, and I'm going to go back to my test menu, make sure it works in the other direction. All right, so we're going to hit a button. I go the wrong way every time to ramp make. Okay, and for ramp make, again, all we want to see is that it's just off to the side here so that we're not blocking that opening in any way. So if we're happy with it there, which I am, I'm going to put my screw back in. Do this left-handed. I'm not left-handed. Okay. Just decently tight should be good enough. And we're going to get our plastic back on. Might be the harder thing to do here. 3. And put our nuts back on. All right, I've got 2 others to do. I'm not going to bore you with me just tightening those up. But that is essentially how you adjust that ramp diverter. Let's go back one more time to our make position, to our make to flipper position. I'll actually record myself doing that. Okay. To flipper, enter. And there we are. That is setting it to the correct position. Again, what I'm looking for generally is I want these 2 screws to essentially be pointing directly at this post. There is a little bit of flexibility, and if you're between 2, I would usually err on the side that it is, closer to the player or closer to a little bit too far to the left-hand side. Realistically, that's about it. A few other things we check in the factory. I do make sure that these are set. This ramp is set below this playfield, So I kind of run my finger across here, make sure that is indeed below, which it is. Do want to usually check to make sure that diverter is in place so you don't have any stuck balls or anything right in here. Also making sure that these are bent in, which this one is already, but this needs to be bent in. Sometimes, actually, when we usually see them right away, they're going to be bent way out like that, which gives the possibility to have a ball, you know, kind of fly and be a ball trap back there. So we're making sure we bend those in for you. And that's kind of the upper playfield tips and tricks. You know, I obviously already recorded one for how to get your playfield to butt pretzel a little bit better, which, you know, I think that's helped a lot of people. This one I can already see that flipper looks like it's in a fairly good position, in fact, a great position. So I'm not expecting any trouble there as I go through this game and start to clear it for tomorrow. So anyway, hope that gives you some idea. I'm going to reverse to myself. Yeah, said I had a request, so that's something we'll record for you and get your games playing as good as they can. All right, appreciate it. Thanks. Bye.